final page. Sorry to tell you, Goku, but this story does not have a happy ending for you.
I forgot how much you like to talk.
Here you go. As a reward for your foolishly noble honesty, you may have the privilege of being crushed beneath the weight of my full and unbridled power.
Frieza's finally showing us his true power.
He's what? So all this time he's been holding something back?
That's right.
Then why didn't anybody tell me that?
That's all we've been talking about. It's not our fault you don't listen. No! How could Frieza change that much? His power, it's off the scale.
Seems Frieza's more of a monster now than ever.
This can't really be happening, can it? It's all a nightmare, right? Hey, would you cut that out? How many cameras do you have?
This is official business, don't interfere. It's sad for your world, but I've got a galaxy to protect. What camera? I don't have a camera. No, I'm just staring at the dice.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Trip Around the Multiverse. Your host, the man who hates someone so much, I'm going to steal his body and then kill his family and destroy a whole universe just because. Kyle Charles and
yeah, I was also going to say a man who goes back in time to team up with the future version of himself because the past version of himself got wiped out, and then possessed another man's body. So we both had the same plan, and then fused together, right? Yeah. So that means you fused together, essentially.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
It's so
okay. So in this episode, we're just going to go have a look back at. Well, see, we were doing episodes on Dragon Ball villains.
Yeah.
But in Super, you have some villains.
Yeah.
Some outright villains, and some people just the opposition or antagonists of something. Yeah. So it's not fair to call them the villains, but they just happen to be against the heroes.
Yeah,
and some of them, like some of these, like the Universal Survival Arc or Universe 6 Saga and stuff like that.
Yeah,
they're just the people on the opposing side of the team.
Yeah, it just happen to be
not much villains, but hey,
no.
So
fair, one of the villains is technically just a plot device for him to come back later as a good guy slightly for a moment, and then exactly. So starting with Lord Beerus. Yes, the Lord of Destruction.
Wait, did we tag this at the end of
no
RZ one?
No.
All right, because there was the movie. They were the Dragon Ball Z movies that were still called under the Dragon Ball Z banner.
Yeah, before they actually said, you know what, let's make Dragon Ball Super a thing. Yeah.
This alternate universe kind of ish, but not really.
Yeah.
Well, okay, hold on. Let me just clarify something in your timeline, right?
Yeah.
So the end of Z happened.
Yep, it did.
Yeah. No, but what I'm saying is that the little bit at the end of Z happened, and they did the 10 years later thing, where he's training Oob and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the movies take place in your mental timeline. Do the movies take place before that section?
Yes.
Still within Z.
Yeah, because I still think that's still gonna happen.
Oh no. Or are you saying Super overrides that? That's the question.
To a certain extent, I say Super overrides it.
Okay, so the Z movies never happened in Z. Well, you could just say it happened in Z, but it also is a timeline where they didn't happen and Super happened, right?
Wait, which movies are you talking about first?
Resurrection of F and
Oh yeah. Well, actually,
and the Lord the Beerus movie,
I don't know now.
Battle of the Gods.
Oh, maybe Super. Yeah, Super may have erased it or swallowed it in because the like the movies and the show, like the episodes version of it, are kind of the same, but just drawn out a tiny bit.
Yeah, I would say they expanded episodes.
Yeah,
versions of the movie because the movie's 2 hours, and each of these sagas are like 15 episodes. But
yeah,
they're different as well because Bulma's birthday takes place on a ship in the in Super, right?
yeah.
But it takes place in the beach or wherever she was,
back garden or something.
Yeah. The facility, the brief facility, wherever they.
Yeah, unless
that's a cool facility.
You could see it if you wanted to. You could see that the Battle of the Gods is the same thing, but said from someone else's point of view. That's why it's slightly different.
Okay,
that's like a weird way of kind of.
It's like the Bible, right? There's John, there's
James, Luke,
there's,
and all that stuff. It's everyone's different interpretation.
You know what? And to be fair, I haven't seen the Bible for so long that I don't even know the people that I can't remember the names.
No, neither do I.
Yeah, but yes, alternate perspective.
Yeah,
though that's different because you could say, all right, well, they were there at certain points and not there at other points, whereas. You can't say, oh yeah, they had Beerus slapped Bulma in the back garden, and then he slapped her in the ship. That's completely different.
Yeah, well, it depends. If this is, say, for example, this is Trunks's perspective of the events, he might
young Trunks or future Trunks.
Young Trunks, or say, here's a better example. Okay. All right, say Super is. Everyone there's like perception of what happened, and then say Battle of the Gods is Goku's version of what happened because obviously he wasn't there when all that happened. He doesn't actually know the full facts.
Okay.
That's why it's slightly different.
I could buy that.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah. That's what kind of.
But then
makes sense.
I mean, are you gonna say that's the same for the Resurrection F saga as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that kind of works more with that.
Elsewhere training. Yeah. Except Piccolo died this time around in the series.
Yeah, in the series. In the film, he doesn't. No.
Yeah, but someone just forgot to mention to Goku that Piccolo died because he came back.
But because of the whole time winding thing, they could have forgot.
Well, technically speaking, well, you could say. I mean, hey, this is why Zamasu wanted to kill everyone anyways, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because he's terrible.
Because, like, people are mucking out of time too much.
Yeah.
Zamasu was right all along.
They're starting to be like the X-Men, how much they mess with time. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what would you say Beerus as a nemesis, antagonist, or like just a... Well, he's a god of destruction. He's got to come and... I see. It's one of those things where you're like, fair enough. There's a being like this because we have to. First of all, we want to power up Goku or Vegeta, or whatever, to sell merch, right? Because they're red hair, yeah. Because right, money. But then it's like, how do you get more powerful than as powerful as they are? Well, okay. Make a god who looks like a cat with no fur.
Yeah,
kind of.
But
hey, but then they start okay, he's a god of destruction, but and then you got angels, right? Okay, fair enough. We're getting to this point where they're fighting cosmic entities.
Yeah,
and then they become as powerful as cosmic entities. But all right.
Yeah,
you know.
sure. You know, a race could come powerful than an entity. Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, it's a cartoon, I guess.
Yeah. Well, hey, look, Superman wrestled angels before, right?
Yeah. And it didn't. Oh, someone punched God. Spawn, didn't he? He punched God or something. So yeah, you know. Yeah, it's all the same, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, you could say it's kind of cheap to just make someone like, oh yeah, okay, well, it's going to be this this far level of cosmic. But I think they needed to be so far above Goku and Vegeta that they needed someone to catch up to, you know, because they. But the thing is like their power levels were stupidly high, and how can you say that Super Saiyan God is more powerful than Super Saiyan 3, which is what they're saying, when Super Saiyan 3 was doing all sorts of silliness to begin with. Then it breached dimensions and time as well.
Oh yeah, because Gotenks did that, didn't they?
Yeah.
They screamed that he was able to. Yeah, yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah. So what's your opinion on Lord Beerus?
At first, I was like, I was kind of like on the fence. I'm on the fence. Like, oh, okay, you just made this guy for nothing. And then the more and more the show goes on, and the more and more like he starts interacting with people and actually cares for him, but turns out he doesn't. I was like, you know what? He's a nice guy. I like Beerus.
Yeah, he's one of those characters like Vegeta. He started off being completely like, I'll smack you across the head because I can.
Yeah.
And then he's like, you know what? You're one of my boys. You know what? I like hanging around you.
Yeah, like I like these humans and their food.
Yeah, I mean, he's still got a little bit of not attitude about him, but you know, the sharpness.
Yeah,
but hey, that's what you got to do, right? Yeah, he gets better as he goes along. I think.
Yeah.
'Cause he just gets a bit more chill because he's like these punks, and then he's like, you know what? They're my punks.
Yeah, they're my pets, sort of thing. Yeah. Yeah, Beerus, he's good.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah. All right. What did you think of when they decided just to bring back Frieza? Which, by the way, as well, when you think about it logically, so Frieza comes back. You got Beerus, the god of destruction. How is Frieza going to be more powerful than that? It makes no sense.
Yeah. That's what I kind of thought at first.
Yeah.
I was like, you're bringing him back, but you've already established like Beerus is possibly the strongest in the universe. So why are you going to bring back Frieza?
Well, it's not that. It's just like if Goku goes to Super Saiyan God and can fight a god of destruction, Frieza is not that level.
Yeah. And then he's
not only does he go to Super Saiyan God, he goes to Super Saiyan Blue, which is Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan.
Yeah. Which I
didn't. Okay, I didn't like they did that, by the way, because that cheapens that. So you got to tell me that that Goku needed God, and he could not Super Saiyan God, and he could not defeat what's it called, Beerus. Yeah, he went to Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, and he was fighting Vegeta. No, he's fighting Frieza. Like you're telling me Goku. You're telling me Beerus is weaker than Frieza?
Yeah.
Well, you know.
No, but have they actually shown Goku fight Beerus Super Saiyan Blue?
Well, I think in a manga they do that. Well, they did. They used Vegeta did fight Beerus at Super Saiyan Blue.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think he does. He does fight Beerus at Super Saiyan Blue when Beerus pretends to be Monka.
Wait, what? Oh.
Yeah.
But he doesn't win. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know that. But no, but I'm just saying when you apply the logic of if Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan is 50 times normal, right?
Yeah.
So and Super Saiyan 2 is 2 times that, yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, and Super Saiyan 4 is Super Saiyan 3 is 4 times Super Saiyan 1, right? So
Possibly.
So 400 times your base, yeah.
Yeah.
So if Super Saiyan God is whatever, right, X level, then Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan should be 50 times that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at this point, I just think they never know. It's just Right.
But
right.
and the thing is, they didn't bother using Super Saiyan God at all, really, until it was just for that one-off kind of thing.
Yeah, I get that. Because to be fair,
So
Super Saiyan God, to me, looked kind of meh anyway. So I was kind of glad they kind of nipped that in the bud. Like, yeah, it's like a gateway, and then once you do that, yeah, you're you. So I'm like, okay, right off. I'm easily pleased. If I'm honest, I'm just easily pleased. If I'm honest, so that's why I was alright with it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of I'm fine with it. It's just that no, I'm kind of fine, but kind of not. Right.
Yeah.
Logically speaking, they just should have said a Super Saiyan God is used the same Super Saiyan God ritual.
Yeah.
Yeah. To get to God level power. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but Super Saiyan Blue is when mortals train to God level power without the ritual. I know that you say, oh, it would be like, okay, the relative power, but then it just gives the logic of how can you be 50 times more powerful than your God mode?
True.
Yeah.
It's Dragon Ball. None of it makes sense. That's how I just.
Yeah.
When it gets to that, I'm like, it's not meant to make sense.
Yeah. All right. So okay. So yeah, Frieza. Well, how do you think they? How did you think? Oh, what did you think of him here?
I wasn't really that huge on Frieza just because of like the length of the Frieza saga that went on forever.
Yeah.
I was like, kind of bored of this guy. But then because they brought him back now, and he's like, you know what? I was strong, but there's this thing called training. And wow, I can do so much more with that. And I kind of thought, okay, cool, you give this guy some like character development. Unlike before when he was just I'm just strong and I hate monkeys sort of thing. So
well the thing is, like you're saying, he's just like, yeah, you know what? I just trained for 4 months, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden I get to this power level and I'm like, all right, if you say so. I mean,
sure, mate.
no. Hey, whatever. Yeah, I mean, you have to rush him to make him relevant.
Yeah.
At the same time, I get it for Brody, by the way. I'm fine with that because you can say he was a mutant, born at a supreme high power level with you know he was just they gave him enough background where I could buy it, and even if you say it's convenient, whatever, right? Here, okay, Frieza.
But isn't technically Frieza's probably the same when it comes to his race, right? If he's just
but I mean, yes, but they should probably establish it a bit more if that's the case, because they could also say he's a mutant. Of his race, that you know, he does have the ability to whatever, right? But it's just like, nah, we got to power him up. All right, we'll do that. You know?
Yeah, I get it.
I do like the pettiness. It's like, yes, you went gold and defeated me. Therefore, I shall control my next form to turn gold, just like you.
Yeah, you're like, okay,
all right, and I'll defeat you with your own transformation color.
Right, okay. Like, that's cool that you can choose your transformation color, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
And choose that level of petty because you're like,
petty is the thing that makes.
Yeah, it's like you could do anything. You could be anything. You could be no. I'm just gonna train for 4 months to beat up these people that beat me up. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
After 20 years, yeah.
Oh no. How in their timeline, how is it? It's probably about 10 years. No, is it 20 years?
Well, probably not 20 years, but coming close to it.
I'm just saying. But Gohan was like 5 years old when during the Frieza saga.
He's about 6 then, isn't it?
Yeah, and he's like what 20 something now.
Wait, how long between Super and Z?
Oh, 2 years, I think. Right.
So he would be 20-ish. Yeah. That sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah, so it is almost like 20 years in anime time as well.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but not that much, but relative to that. Yeah. And okay. Well, you boys, you defeated me, right? Not gonna be a gracious loser whatsoever, though. No. I'm blow up the planet. Yeah.
Yeah. Ha! Oh, okay.
Yeah. I did it, but at least the logic is I will survive out there and you guys won't. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try the same card again. Like, okay.
Yeah. The thing is that it's also when I say petty, it's just like if I can't win, nobody can win.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
It's like those people you play board games with and they can't win. They're losing. They'll flip the table over.
Yeah.
All right.
So no one wins. Like, well, technically I did because you've just thrown a fit. So
Yeah. yeah.
All right. Sure.
But yeah, I like you. I don't think I was a big fan of Frieza coming back. It just was more like, even though he's a major villain, his major arc was just to turn the Super Saiyan legend into actually happening.
Yeah.
That's the point of him. So when he came back, even though he's probably one of the more well-known bad guys in the whole of it's just like, yeah, but after Bane broke Batman's back, he wasn't the same. You know?
Where did Bane go off of that sort of thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, well, no, it's more like Doomsday, right? Because Bane can do stuff.
Yeah.
Even though he hasn't let, he's been entertaining in certain, like the Secret Six and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he gets good sagas, but Doomsday you can't really do anything with because once you kill Superman, you can't kill him again.
No. Yeah, you're right. It's just kind of
pointless. Did you think when you're watching this? Did you think that Frieza was going to survive that story arc, or like 'cause they brought him back? And did you think, okay, well they brought him back and then just going to kill him?
Yeah, I kind of thought that. I was like, oh, that's kind of.
Well, I think the issue is obviously how can you let him survive?
Yeah,
as well.
That's the other thing, isn't it? He's someone that strong is out there doing whatever. Yeah, you can't really have.
He's not even that strong. It's just more like this guy is. All he knows is to be a villain.
Yeah,
you know, if you let him survive, he's just gonna go there and start being more villainous as well.
Yeah, because
he's not back.
He's not like one of those people who like repented for their sins or whatever and carried on. He's still a dick. So
these men harbor a grudge so much, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's unnecessary. But you know, if no one win, if he can't win, no one can win. All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
I do have to say his characterization was at least consistent.
Yeah, give him that. Yeah.
And I don't like how they basically said, "Oh yeah, we'll bring him back," even though the Dragon Balls can't really bring people back that've been dead over a year, except that now they can because
But convenience. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, it depends, isn't it? Because because obviously the Dragon Balls they got now are new Dragon Balls because there's Dente and all that. Unless he, in his rules, like we could bring anyone back. Doesn't matter.
Well, his rules seem to be flexible, as we saw in Dragon Ball Super Superhero. So you know.
Yeah. So, I guess.
Yeah.
I could buy it.
Yeah, I mean, it all just depends on how they need it, when they need it, right?
Yeah.
Whatever they need.
Yep. Power.
But yeah, I would you have preferred a okay, so this fair enough. This saga, like Frieza coming back, fair enough. Yeah. But it's actually relevant for way later on.
Yeah.
So I can give it a pass.
Yeah, same.
Even though I'm like, I don't know if I would have preferred a fresher villain.
I don't know,
or like something a bit different. But yeah, it does tie into stuff at the very. I mean that the whole of Super makes this bit a bit more relevant.
Yeah. Good, kind of like alongside, like, oh, that's come.
Yeah,
back
even
later.
though, did you think they actually did they had that in plans?
Not when they made Resurrection of F. No.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Nah.
All right.
Series wise, yeah, they had that planned, but Resurrection of F, I didn't think they had that planned at all.
All right. Okay. So the Universe 6 saga. Yeah. What did you what's your opinion on that? So they got Frost, Evil
Frost.
Winnie the Pooh, the Iron Giant.
Yeah. So that's a weird pop culture references.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't even say, by the way, it's not really skinny Evil Winnie the Pooh, but it does look like it, right?
Him. Yeah.
And it's a small version of the Iron Giant, it seems, as well.
Yeah.
Frost, which is like a blue version of Frieza. Kaba, which is a skinny version of the Saiyans.
Yeah.
and Hit, who has a very strange head.
Head
Is the best way.
and his clothes is his skin at the same time. It feels like, yeah. Confused me.
Yeah. So, but they like okay. Well, yeah, but would you say Champa is more of the who is the lead opposition in this storyline?
I don't know, because I would kind of say Hit because of the bit when he is it before or after where he's going to kill Goku, and you find out Goku hired him to kill him.
Oh no, that's later on.
Is that later on? Oh, I thought it was.
That's way later on. That's just before the Universal Survival arc.
Okay, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. Nah, then yeah, what's his name? Skinny Sane dude. He was the main.
No, as in, like I'd say the one that was okay. So Hit did most of the hard lifting, right?
Yeah, because he has to.
And but Champa is the one that basically is like, yo, I'm gonna be the obnoxious person in this this entire thing. Beerus's brother is just like, yo, yeah, I'm just gonna be out of order a bit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be here to be here.
I'm just gonna be here, shake my fist at the and scream and be a Karen. Yeah,
the worst. Yeah. Oh.
So I want to say in particular, but actually, this is probably a more like a fun side arc, which is relevant though, because not like in GT or like some like Fake Namek and Z, where it's not even relevant. What's the point of it? It's filler.
Never built up ever again. Yeah.
This actually does. Super seems to be planned out to a certain degree.
Yeah. You can tell.
Yeah. So, but I would say probably of the villains, right? Of the people on the Universe 6 team, Frost is someone I remember. Cab is someone I remember, and Hit is someone I remember.
Yeah.
Everyone else, the other two people,
who are they? Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like a 5 versus 5, except that Majin Buu fell asleep.
Yeah, you got love Majin Buu.
Yeah, he fell asleep during the exam. Wait, is this one where he fell asleep during the exam, or is this one he didn't get enough points because he was stupid?
I think he fell asleep during the exam. That sticks out more in my head.
I mean, why would you need an exam to fight people? But whatever, right?
Yeah.
And not a physical exam, by the way, an actual exam, but whatever.
Yeah.
And then there was that dude Monka, who is Beerus's postman.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Who they lie to Goku and say, "Yo, this guy's the most powerful person in the galaxy," because they want Goku, because he wants Goku to train to get better, and he doesn't want Goku to be like, "Yeah, I'm the best." Therefore, goals, personal goals, people.
Yeah, you'll have them, I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, Frost. I just basically thought Frost was Blue Frieza, essentially.
Yeah.
He had all the transformations and whatnot.
Yeah.
Turns out he's a bit more slimy than Frieza. Well, no, Frost was a good guy.
Yeah.
Quote unquote in this universe. But he was actually a bad guy.
He was more like sneaky with his stuff rather than Frieza, who's just all out. Just I hate everyone. I'm a dick. Yeah.
Frost being like he poisoned people.
Yeah.
So when he was having this fight with Goku, he's just like, I'm just gonna poison dart him or some whatever, right? And Goku's like, I'm feeling away, but I don't know what's going on, and he flops over, and then and you're like, oh, Goku's eliminated, all right, from his team, But obviously, being the Goku show, he ain't gonna be eliminated.
No, of course not.
Goku don't give no one the hot tag.
Nope, it's all about him, brother.
Yeah. So and actually, he's even worse because when Piccolo comes in and he's taking Frost, and he's actually quite handling. Like, I don't know what they say the power level of Frost are, but you would have thought that Piccolo is more powerful than that version of Frieza at that point in continuity. Even I think by the time he combined with Kami, he was more powerful than Frieza.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but Frost seems to be handling him. So, are you saying to me this ultimate level of Frost is more powerful than Frieza at that time?
Maybe because I guess Frost trains.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. But I do like that Piccolo, even though he's overpowered, underpowered, he's just like, yeah, I'm just going to charge my special beam cannon because then
Because
the
it
tactic.
kills everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it does hurt everybody. But I do like how they always keep him relevant to a certain degree, and I think he should be the one using tactics to even up the playing field. It's like, yeah, he's Martian Manhunter-ish because he's got all sorts of different other powers he can use.
Yeah.
Even though he can never compete with the people because he's never written to be that level anymore.
Yeah, he's forgotten about. Yeah.
Exactly. And then Vegeta goes, Piccolo, nah, you just no. Like I think this where he poisons Piccolo, and Piccolo's like, all right, well, he's cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what they could have used is because he's got Namekian healing abilities.
Yeah.
He could have just been like, wait a minute, something's off key here.
He should have sensed it in the Force.
Yeah. Well, no, just be more like, you know what? I'm feeling dizzy, and like he tries to poison him too many times because he's like, why is not my poison taking effect?
Yeah.
And it's because of and then people will work out, all right, because of my Namekian regeneration. This guy is just trying this stuff, and then he can expose him as a cheat. I know Jacko discovers him, but kind of, you could have done it a different way as well if you wanted to. However, yeah. So they're like, this match, like a referee just waved off the match. Nope, never happened. Start again.
Yeah.
And then started again. And Vegeta's like, Piccolo, just get out of the ring. Ring out yourself, please. Not even please, but just like that kind of, the please that does not mean please,
Yeah, it's like, you get out. No.
Yeah. Like, what? Why, Vegeta? Why do you need to do that?
Yeah.
Why do you need to be a buddy like that?
Because that's how he rolls, baby.
Yeah. So yeah, okay. What did you think of Frost in here?
I liked Frost.
Yeah.
I liked his little conniving ways. He wasn't the same. Like easily, they could made him like just another Frieza, but they made him special his own little way that he's a more cunning, conniving dude. And that's
I think they should have made him a bit more slimy and sneakier. Yeah, yes, okay, you exposed him, but he's just like, oh yeah, well you caught me, just it needed to distinguish from Frieza a lot more rather than just a little. But yeah, he could have just went the Jay White route, by the way.
Yeah, could have.
So like pirate, because he is pirate, right? He's just been like, yep, you got me. I'm a sneaky, slimy boss, and then just go all out, sneaky, slimy.
Yeah, Actually, or they could have done the opposite, where he's like, no, I'm not. They could have even done more character sort of things with him. Yeah,
well, they could have done. Well, blatantly to catch him. He's like, no, it's a misunderstanding from my reputation, and then he's like looking at the camera, wink, doing a dirty smirk.
Yeah. It's not me. Wink, wink.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they probably should have leaned into it a bit more. But so Kaba, even though he's not really a villain, right?
Yeah.
He's a Universe 6 Saiyan, and I just remember because Vegeta is just like, yo, you don't know how to turn Super Saiyan. What's that about, right?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, and then just browbeats him.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's.
And then you know what? You know what we do? I will kill your entire family and destroy your entire universe, right? Yeah.
Even though he was lying, that's a bit extreme.
Yeah, and force him to turn Super Saiyan, which okay, fair enough. You need to have competition.
Yeah.
But then he's like, yeah, congratulations, you did it. You turned Super Saiyan, and then he just turns Super Saiyan Blue and just bitch slaps him. All right.
Like, oh wow. You did all that.
I mean, this guy This guy's Super Saiyan level 1, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You just skipped the whole ton of levels just to show him you're the boss.
Yep.
Like, right, okay, that's just like
that's petty.
Like a dad beating on a child, going, yeah, you can never be me,
Nope. It's like, yeah, you can do 100 push-ups now, but I can do 200. Haha.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, you see the hammer? See the sledgehammer thing that you got the points that go up? Yeah, you did good. And now watch me,
Yep.
Like, wow, okay.
Put you back in place. You're like, oh, thanks.
Yeah. It's like, why did I even try in the first place? But whatever, right?
Oh, he's a great dad.
Yeah, and then Hit comes along. And I do like the idea of Hit, by the way, where he... do you know the difference, by the way, between Hit in the anime and Hit in the manga?
No.
So you know here how he can time skip,
Yeah.
like go forward 1 second in the future.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
it? Is that
yeah.
what?
I think
Yeah.
he does. Yeah.
Yeah, and just got to stupid. Okay, so he's fighting Vegeta, and Vegeta obviously he needed to be the cannon fodder, so
Yeah.
Goku can work out how to beat him, but how to beat him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he used the time skip, and then Vegeta's obviously like, yeah, all right, just put in his place as a punk, just as he did to Cabas. I'm like, yeah, Vegeta, you got a taste of your own medicine right there.
How's
there.
it feel?
And that's why
punk?
it's like. The thing with it is that, like, yeah, but he didn't come off arrogant or petty or like I'm doing it for the team. It's just like, yo, this turnabout's fair play,
Yeah.
and he never gloated as well. It's just like,
Okay.
Yeah.
On to the next one. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
But yeah. So Goku, being Goku, somehow works out to defeat Hit by moving to defend. Predicting where Hit will hit and moving to defend that position as Hit is doing the time skip. All right.
Sure.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I get it, but you're still slightly. I mean, when you fight the Flash, right? How are you gonna be able to punch him?
No.
Whatever. Yeah.
Especially with time. Yeah, it doesn't really make.
Well, yeah, but I mean, unless you're gonna say the time skip goes into the same skip dimension as instantaneous transmission, but it doesn't really.
No. Different.
Yeah.
Thing.
But so in the anime,
Yeah.
Hit's time skip, even though it's 0.1 of a second, it starts increasing because Goku's forcing him to level up as he's going along because Goku's outmatching his ability.
Okay.
He's predicting too quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so then Goku's like, all right, well, I got my so I'm a Super Saiyan Blue, but you know what I'm going to do? Just for the jokes, it seems, right? I'm going to go to Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 10 because I just want to destroy my body as, because I'm an idiot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's like, oh, yeah, well, you're I'm beyond your time skip now. So it's like, are you moving into the future, Goku? Are you moving that quick? You're moving beyond
Space and time.
The actual, I don't want to say the ability of time, but the transmission of time.
Yeah.
Well, however you want to. Yeah, I don't know. Unless he's freezing time, like and moving that quickly, like the time skip.
Doesn't work on it.
Yeah. I don't think in the manga, if I remember correctly, reading it somewhere, they don't go to this level because he doesn't go to Super Saiyan Kaioken.
Okay, so they changed that for the anime, obviously.
Well, yeah. He never had Super Saiyan Kaioken in the manga. Yeah. He had mastered Super Saiyan, perfected Super Saiyan Blue, or mastered Super Saiyan Blue, or something like that. But it's just you see the blue aura.
Yeah.
That's leaking the Kai energy because they don't have it under control.
Okay.
So once they perfected it or mastered it, it kind of like is a much smaller blue aura.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's more tire.
Okay.
So Hit doesn't start skipping by 0.2, 0.5, and then 1 second ahead, and that's silliness. So like, if you can time skip that far ahead, I mean, he's been around for 1,000 years, Hit, right?
Yeah.
He's only used that 0.1 second time skip, right? But in this fight, all of a sudden, he's like, "Yo, all right, well, I'm just gonna level up then." Like, well, okay.
That makes no sense.
Yeah. But it's not that. It's just like if he had that kind of ability as well, but he just never needed to use it.
Yeah. That makes slight sense. Yeah.
Yeah, but even if you want to say it's like the Flash, if you use it too much, certain things start happening which skew, the time rates or whatever, right?
Or even if like the more he does it, it does something to him. Yeah, there's got to be some sort of like.
Yeah, but which is what actually used to happen with all using the Super Saiyan stuff, right?
Yeah.
Now they just sneeze and turn into Super Saiyans.
Yeah, literally, or they just laugh and.
yeah. It's like, but isn't the reason you never used these things before is because they sap your energy.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? We infinite stamina now.
Yeah, which they made sense with the whole hyperbolic time chamber and that stuff. That kind of made sense.
Yeah, I mean they can last more in the form, but it's just one of those things where they used to have the handicap at the beginning, and then during the story, it just became a device where like, yeah, well, they have that, so that means the enemy must be stronger than them, right? But then, you can't use the crutch all the time, even though that sort of nuts.
Yeah, that malarkey.
So yeah, then Champa, the true villain of this arc, quote unquote villain, but not really. He's like, "Yo, here, Goku, you fight to the death or whatever it is, yeah, beat him up." And then Goku's like,
I don't want
"Nah, I don't think so. I mean, he came to fight, right? But hit here, he's a hitman. He wants to kill people. Like that's how he uses his ultimate ability. Here he can't kill, so kind of like." Where handicapping the guy, and I ain't played by those rules. I want a full fight to the death. Well, to man's ultimate abilities, yeah.
Yeah.
And Champa's like, no, I tell you guys what to do. You're my jabronis. And then Giga's like, nah, I ain't. I'll just ring out. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. So then you leave with Monka, Beerus' postman fighting it.
Yeah. Oh, hit.
I mean, hit is like no, no ring out of himself. He's just like, well, we what I think it was more like, oh, I'm not standing here to win. I'm just like, what's he doing? What's this guy doing? Because he's walking out of the ring and saying that he wants to fight another time in a no holds barred match or some craziness. So then Monka comes in because he's the last person for Universe 7 and. He can't do jack.
Nope.
So he walks over to hit, punches hit in the leg, and hits like. Internally, he's raising the Rock's eyebrow.
Yeah.
Externally, he's like, "I'm gonna Dolph Ziggler supercell this."
Yep. As you do, when you've had enough.
Yeah. Which it's great. I mean, like, see, the hit character comes across to me. He's like, yep. He doesn't have an ego. Plays by the rules. He's a hitman. He's kind of evil, but he never comes. He comes across noble, like a scat, like old school scat.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So it's like, all right, fair enough. So yeah, that's why I'm saying he's notable here for me because of that.
Yeah.
And he's notable relevant later on.
Yeah.
Except that later on he just becomes he's the big bad. He's the most majorly powerful guy at this point in the saga, not counting the Gods of Destruction. And then later on, he just turns into a jobber for the real star of the show.
Yeah,
which we'll get to later on. All right, yeah. So, anything else about the villains, the opposition of the Universe 6 people that you want to say?
No, not really. No.
Okay.
Can't think of anything. No.
All right. Okay, so the copy Vegeta saga, that's what it's called.
Yeah. I legit don't remember this.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember a lot of it, but what I do remember is, because this was really cool when I was watching it.
Yeah.
So they got the guy so Chris Abbott voices Vegeta in the Funimation dub.
Yeah.
They got the guy who dubbed Vegeta in the previous dub.
Okay.
To play copy Vegeta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, that's actually really cool.
Level. Yeah.
Brian something, all right? Brian, I don't. Brian. I can't. I don't. Give me a second to get his name right. Brian Drummond, is it?
Could be.
But yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It wasn't a. It was just a filler saga. Like.
Yeah, it's only like 5 episodes long, isn't it?
Yeah. And this is where Beerus. Where Goku tries to fight Monka, right?
Yeah.
And then they're gonna be like, oh, our plan's gonna be exposed, and then Beerus dressed up as Monka. And had the little tussle with Goku.
Yeah. Oh.
But that's that bit. That's one noticeable section of this saga.
Yeah.
And the other section, like I said, is when other Vegeta plays Vegeta. Yeah. But yeah, like you're saying, I mean, it's just like nothing really relevant. I think it is just filler, but it's filler where you're like, oh, okay. Fair enough, kind of.
Yeah. It's only 5 episodes.
Yeah, I want to say It would be forgettable if they didn't get the other Vegeta actor back. In my eyes, anyways, right? And you're like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm curious to watch this because it's like it's him versus him, but also him versus him.
It's like mirror versus mirror. Yeah,
Yeah.
in a way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So okay. But yeah, nothing really particularly relevant.
Nah, not really. So,
Yeah.
sadly.
All right. Yeah. Okay. On to is it the future Trunks saga now?
Future quote unquote Trunks saga. Yeah.
Quote unquote.
Yeah, because that's what it says on this thing here. It says.
Oh wait, you know why it could be
Uh,
because. Well, yeah. I'm trying to think. Why is it future unquote? Yeah. Well. Because would he be present Trunks in his saga? And we are technically alternate. This Dragon Ball Super is technically alternate universe to him because it is to him, isn't it?
It is to him.
If
Yeah.
from his perspective, it's future.
But wait.
No. I'm trying to make it work, but I can't.
I'm trying to think of it as well because. Yeah, because
I mean, like, so he's Trunks, right? He in his own timeline, he's present Trunks.
yeah.
And we call him future Trunks because they call him future Trunks because he's come from the future. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess, but in the saga name, you should have just called it Future Trunks Saga because.
Or could just
That's
call it
kind of
Goku
what-
Black Saga, where it was, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But
But forgetting all of that, right? Forgetting all that. Yeah, Goku Black. The Masu and Goku Black. What do you think of them?
I thought the reveal would be a lot different than it was. I don't know why I thought that. I thought legit that it was like a Goku from a different dimension that was evil, not to find out that it was. What's his name again? Zamasu.
Masu?
Zamasu.
Yeah.
Taking over Goku's body, another
Yeah,
Goku's body.
Yeah. So there was all theories like, okay, why does he look like Goku?
Yeah.
Why is he Goku Black? And they were like, the logical thing is maybe he's a future Goten.
Yeah, that's one of them. I was like, I could buy that. Yeah.
Yeah. Because future Trunks has grown up here. So
Yeah.
if you could say that by product of Trunks not being able to do something, like, you know, they couldn't fight the androids and they got wiped out, then Goten doesn't exist. So
Yeah.
he's like, well, it's all your fault. I come back from the past. I mean, come back from the future to fight you because you essentially made me not exist.
Yeah.
Or whatever, right?
Yeah.
That could have worked. But then no, we can't make the kids relevant. No, of course not.
No.
Do you know whose show it is?
No one's.
Yeah. Well, it's just like when Hogan kept on beating Kidman and go, yeah, why'd you need a new star? You got me.
Yeah,
Like,
you're like,
yeah, but you know.
But this guy has two knees that work, so you know.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Well, I was glad that Trunks came back. You know, they had It was like, oh, cool, because disappeared for ages. Don't know why he came back with blue hair and not purple, but then, you know, hey. Then Bulma's hair also changed. So are we saying, like, you know, when blonde kids, if one of their parents got brown hair, their hair starts darkening later on?
Yeah. Because I do a friend like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Are we going to say that that's what is the same with these guys?
I instantly thought, because of this, I thought was a different future Trunks.
Yeah. Which probably still could have made... would have been... Still worked?
Yeah. Still could work.
Because if it was different from future Trunks, then that Goku Black could have been a future Goten.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So somehow, future Trunks, came back, and I say somehow, but you know, like he's getting beat up by Goku. I would say a black version of Goku, but that's not not actually the case, though.
No, not at all.
To quote a random citizen when they were going to try to shoot Goku, that man is not black.
Yeah.
Which has all sorts of different implications now. You know that.
Yeah. I just find it funny that how no one said anything when it was recording this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus. It's the best.
Yeah. All right. So.
And because this episode got long, as our episodes tend to do when we're recording, you just lose track of time. We had to split this into two. So, as you could just listen to, we were talking about Goku Black and how no one noticed the casual, maybe racism in it. Who knows? But anyways, hope you all enjoyed this episode and you are anticipate. What was the right word? Looking forward to seeing part 2, or listen to part 2, which will be coming up shortly. And this is our little new sign off bit. So, I have been the man who is the reason why his planet's in danger all the time, Carl Charles, and my co-host, generic henchman of the week, CY. I just forgot who I was talking about. And thank you for taking a trip with us around the multiverse. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Pass this on to a friend. If you're watching us on YouTube, give us a like. And tick the thumbs up, subscribe channel. If you're listening on the podcasting realms, like on podcasting app or whatever, you can leave us a 5-star review and a mini review. And also, in the description, you can find where to follow us on social media, like on Instagram and Twitter. Okay. And once again, thank you guys for taking a trip with us around the multiverse. Bye.
That's bizarre. I've been pulled through time.
Wow. They do look alike.
I'm stumped. Any theories?
No.
Look closely, my lord. The index finger of our new visitor's right hand.
Wait, is that?
It is.
Vegeta. And the destroyer Beerus.
It would seem something ominous and rather mystifying has taken place.
Yes, I'm dying to know his story.
What is this? How did you get here? I don't know what caused this warping of space-time that brought you here, but that warping has brought me here too. Or perhaps I'm here because your soul cried out to me, begging me to help set it free. Come try!
Don't! You're not strong enough to beat him.
But father! Kakarot!
You snooze, you lose, pal!
Man, this is freaky. It's like I'm looking in a mirror. How are you, Goku? You're looking quite well. I can't begin to guess who or what you actually are. But oh well. Trunks down there tells me you're strong. Why don't you show me? That would be an honor. Truth be known, Goku, I've often wondered what it would be like to fight against you in this body. Huh? What are you talking about? The answer to that is not something you need to know.
What do you know about him?
All I know is he's from the future and he killed me.
You don't say.
So we're about to watch Goku versus Goku? And I thought fish sausage was a treat.